Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
How was your week? What's poppin'?
I feel like my week hasn't been long enough to say how it's been.
How has it been the week? We've been gone a week.
Oh, my week. Actually, it's been very good. I got, so I got some work.
That's good.
I'm managing a restaurant. It's interesting being on the other side of the spectrum.
You understand employees ain't shit, and you have been an employee
and I
shit.
have been an employee that hasn't been shit. But you know, trying to be graceful in my my approach to handling people. So it's been cool. It's been cool.
Did you do anything for Halloween?
I did not. I don't celebrate the Devil's Day.
Goodness gracious.
No, I don't. I've never dressed up for Halloween, even as like a kid. I think I've done it. You remember those masks? There was like the mask and like a cape.
We have full costumes. I don't really know.
Y'all, but those things were like everywhere. They were like a Superman mask and like the outfit and like the cape.
Halloween costume.
Yeah, so that was the last time I really dressed up.
I'm dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah.
I like Halloween. My mom we were pirates. We went out. We had like kid appropriate costumes, unlike what you niggas do now with your kids. I just don't think a 4-year-old wants to be, as much as I love Janet, and I understand, I don't think a 4-year-old wants to be Justice from Poetic Justice. I don't think she knows who Justice is, actually. I'm just going to go to Will and say she doesn't actually know who Justice is. I really think she wanted to be Elsa, and y'all denied her. And I feel a way about y'all denying y'all kids these basic Halloween costumes they want. Like, your child doesn't know Babs.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe if I become a parent, I would participate in activities.
That's what my mom did it. My mom, we dressed up based on, like, my mom now isn't, the second we got old enough not to, like, open the door and give out candy, she didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She really only did Halloween because of us.
Yeah.
And the second we aged out, I'm pretty sure she was happy.
Yeah, because I personally don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to dress up. I'm not going to be, slutty mouse or...
I have been. I've been a slutty mouse, exactly, about 4 years ago. I was.
The much I'll participate
I've been a police officer as well. And that was around the time Lil Wayne had the Mrs. Officer song. That was my song for the night.
The much I'll participate is like a t-shirt with a pumpkin on it.
Yeah. I like I think Halloween would be a lot more entertaining, of course, if I had kids now, because I've done the whole party as an adult in a slutty costume Halloween. But yeah, I don't mind. I just I think y'all should let y'all kids be pirates and lions. I feel like now they need to change Halloween to like social media ween or Instagram ween, because half these costumes really got to be for like y'all likes and y'all pleasure. Because I just refuse to believe your child want to dress like Lucky from Poetic Justice. I refuse to believe your kids want to be the cast of Set It Off. They're 5. Set It Off is like 20 years old now. Like, why are y'all doing this to these kids? So I hope that these people dress their kids up for Instagram and then let them kids be like Elsa and Simba and shit God. In the streets.
That's funny.
Because it's just like, and I hate you niggas now too. Y'all take like 2 seconds from a TV show and be a costume. And I'm not talking about Martin, because clearly Martin has stood the test of time and it's been like 20 years and people still know those episodes. But like, I seen a girl laid out on the ground with some jeans on, and it was piss. She peed in it looked like pee, and she was laid on the ground. And I passed it on my Twitter, and I'm like, well, what drunk girl done got drunk and pissed on herself and her bullshit friends took a picture? But then I clicked the picture and it opened, and she was being Kelly from Insecure when Kelly got tased and passed out and pissed on herself. Like, I just don't feel like your costume deserves like a picture next to it for me to get it. Like if you come into the Halloween party, I think I should kind of know what you are. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm that 1 second on this television show. You remember when a girl fell down the stairs on this show? No, I don't remember. What the fuck are you again? And then I seen like a girl in like a white like halter top and some jeans holding her cell phone, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I read the caption, and it was like the lyrics of Toni Braxton's "Just Be a Man About It," and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. The white shirt and the jeans, that is what Toni had on. But if you walked into the Halloween party, I would be like, you're not dressed up. I shouldn't have to have a full reference. I don't know.
You know, Halloween, but you know, Halloween is one of those holidays where, I mean, I could see your point, but then it's also like that's the whole point of Halloween, is to be something completely ridiculous.
Give me something, but they're not being something ridiculous though. It's just, I don't feel like I need a whole reference for your costume. If you gotta hold a picture next to your costume, I think you didn't execute the costume well. Your white tube top and your jeans just look like an outfit. I just think you put on clothes. And then you holding a cell phone. Toni had a phone with a cord. Give me an old school phone. But you know, God bless. And her hair wasn't even that blonde. But you know, God bless. You know, do y'all. Beyonce, you did. You know, we stand on Toni Braxton here on Recovering Party Girls. Beyonce, thank you for reminding the good people about that icon, about that R&B diva. She looked great. Beyonce looked great. That first album is a bop. That second album, bop. The Heat is a bop. Y'all didn't like More Than a Woman because she got pregnant and couldn't promote it, but More Than a Woman is a bop. Libra, get it. Post, got it. And Love, Marriage, and Divorce is it. So shout out to Toni B. Braxton and Beyonce for paying homage to the queen. But yeah, so that's that. But you know, shout out to y'all in these costumes. God bless. We'll do this again next year. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But what's cool in the city?
So, well, the first couple of days it was cool. I was really excited because I like this time of year when it gets cold outside because I love to eat soups. And I always go to this one place called Jenya. There's two places. There's one in Midtown and then there's one in Katy. And I'm a big ramen fan. And for those of you who have never tried ramen, y'all really need to get on this train. It's super, super popular. Basically, it is just ramen noodles, chicken broth. They have some with eggs, some with seaweed, some with pork broth. I always get the spicy chicken, spicy from Jenya with extra fried onions. I just think it's perfect for the winter time. I think you guys should try it once it gets cold again, hopefully, and it stays cold. But yeah, I've been eating there.
This has been your cool in the city before, FYI.
It has it?
It really has.
I don't remember.
Jenya?
Jenya?
Yeah, it's definitely been your cool in the city before. Shout them out again, girl.
Shout them out again because they are worth the shout out double time because that shit is so good. I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, man, I really fuck with this place because I've tried several other places where the shit was like fishy. And I'm not that into all the fishy stuff. But shout out again. Jenya, y'all deserve a second mention because y'all are out here killing this ramen game. So kudos to you.
Oh, so what was that? Last 2 nights ago? Mm-hmm. 2 nights ago, Adrianna was technically editing videos.
That was Sunday night.
Sunday. So we started watching. Well, I was watching Ready to Love when she came over. It's called Ready to Love?
Yes.
Ready to Love when she came over. So we watched it was 3 or 4 episodes, like 3 episodes I think they're in.
That is a funny ass fucking show.
You know, I don't know who's watching the show. If you're watching
y'all need to watch it, guys. It's hilarious.
It's a dating show with like a twist. It's like multiple people. They all black. They live in Atlanta. I just have a few things, right?
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, one's like a teacher. Like everyone has good jobs. They have all their teeth. You know, all that good stuff. Question. So can y'all let me know what y'all think of Aaron on the show? I realized, did you see the clip that was on Recovering Party Girls? Aaron has been bopping around this social media life for a minute. This reality show life for a minute. So is Ready to Love really ready for love, or is this just entertainment?
I mean, he might. It could be a little bit of both. I mean,
now Aaron seems like he wants to be.
He does see.
He's
does
ready for
have
fame.
that. He's ready to be famous. And he's gonna get on whatever show that he can. Because I know that was the Steve Harvey clip.
Yeah, him lifting up his shirt randomly every 5 seconds was annoying.
He looks like a huge doucher. In my opinion, I think that he's just kind of in it to get some fame, some social media followers.
Maybe it's just me. I don't think Aaron is as attractive as they're making it seem on the show.
I agree.
I think the guy Mike, is it Mike who's like the big bald one?
Yes,
I think
like
he's
Mike.
more attractive than Aaron.
I would definitely go for the Mike.
Yeah, Mike kind of reminds me of like I think the group was called Jabari on Black Panther in Wakanda. Yeah, he reminds me of like them
because he
niggas.
always wears those shirts. So
I don't know. He just looks real big, and maybe it's a shirt. I didn't think about that, but maybe that's what happened.
He was, and all those episodes, he always had on some Wakanda inspired shirts.
I do like about that show is they don't have them living in a house. Everybody's like going through their regular life, but on this dating show. Like you're not stuck in a house. Yeah, but you're not stuck in a house. Everybody goes home.
Yeah,
which lets me know the people fucking on the side.
Yeah, well,
because that one girl when old girl Melinda, when she cooked Thanksgiving, Melinda came out with that Thanksgiving. But let them niggas know, Melinda. Melinda said, "Fuck them and feed them." I feel her. I feel the two F's.
She said, "Can I get my kisses?"
What was really, I had like secondhand embarrassment for her because
he wasn't trying to kiss her.
He wasn't trying to kiss her on the mouth.
Yeah, he was just kissing her on the cheek and on the neck.
I would be offended.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a little awkward.
I can't wait for the next episode.
And I don't, you know what? When I first saw the show, I thought it was going to be more of an even playing field because it seemed like more like everybody was going to be trying to like even. I don't really like the fact that now it's like it's kind of the balls in the guys' court on the show. Like
it wasn't a woman's,
but not really. I think they did that just to make people feel comfortable because the men have a penthouse to have a conversation. Like the show's a lot more male oriented than I thought it would be because they go off to the side and have conversations with Tommy, and they have the men's penthouse where they every time they go into the penthouse, everybody got a cigar in their hand and shit. And I just don't like that. It's like 3 of them and like a whole bunch of women. Like don't we get that shit enough in real life? The ratio.
But I think that, but isn't that the ratio in Atlanta?
The ratio in Atlanta is 20-1.
Damn. Well, I mean,
I guess it's better,
similar.
but I would have liked it if it was. I guess it wouldn't have been like. It would have been catty if they had enough men for everybody. Because now they made it to where it's 12. It's like 8 of them now, and then 3 guys. So you gonna clash with people like how them girls clash at the bowling alley. You gonna clash. Even though that one girl, I feel like that one girl that they said was super goofy. I can't think of her name. I feel like she
the marketing expert.
I feel like she might be trying to be a comedian on the low.
I don't think so. She didn't.
No,
I didn't find her to be really funny. I just thought she was goofy.
No, I always say that because like when you watch them old school reality shows, you start seeing like full on celebrities now. Like Tiffany Haddish was in Pimp My Ride and was offered to go on Flavor Flav. And she turned down Flavor Flav, and she actually is on. You can Google that. She's on Pimp My Ride. So a lot of people be having these agents put them on these dating shows to get a little exposure. So I'll be trusting y'all. But either way, Ready to Love is good.
The only one I took seriously was that doctor in that ponytail. With that diamond choker, because she was very upset.
I took her seriously too.
She was serious.
That
she
bitch
went
was
on
ready
that
for love. That bitch was ready for love. She was ready.
Very serious about that.
She been ready.
Yeah.
I am ready for love.
Yeah. She hopped out that red Corvette.
Why are you hiding? What happened to NDRE? Let me go dust off my NDRE CD. I quickly give my freedom. Yeah, she was ready. She was ready for love. She gonna end up with a white man though.
Yeah.
But she was a lot. Like it wasn't that she had. I mean, I wanted her voted off personally because I didn't like the black wig, and I felt like that.
The wig and the little high pony.
Yeah, the wig deserved to be voted off, but I didn't find it wasn't that she wore wigs and makeup. She just had terrible wigs and makeup. It wasn't the wigs and makeup that did for me. It was just like, why is it so terrible though? Like, get better wigs and do better makeup.
Yeah, it could have been a little soft. Not to take away and say because she had makeup. No, I think it was just a lot.
It just didn't look good. Like, I don't mind the makeup. If you got if you have a full face
of makeup,
that's fine.
But it was
her look wasn't like fully executed to me. Like, her wigs weren't good.
That wig with
that black one, that blonde one with the pink at the end.
That was.
And then it looked like she was wearing like, you know, a
helmet.
It was a lie. It was her. It was a lie. So and like I said, I know girls who change their hair. I'm a girl who changed her hair. But I know people who actually, like, I have a friend who, you go into her closet, her wig game strong. Monica, the singer Monica, wig game strong.
But that doesn't, but the thing is, the wigs don't look like wigs.
Her wig was in the middle of her forehead. Like, that black wig, that should have got her voted off.
It looked like a helmet. It looked like she just had a helmet.
That was the issue, wasn't the wig and the makeup. I think it was how the wig and makeup was done. Because everybody wear wigs and makeup.
Yeah.
All your fave celebs is in wigs and makeup.
But the where she had that ponytail and the little diamond choker, I thought that she looked really pretty there.
The Beyonce braid ponytail from Upgrade You.
I like that.
I liked her original look when she came in with the red dress and the red cape. I did like that look. Because then halfway through the show, when she popped up again, I'm like, well, who was this bitch? And then like 10 minutes later, somebody else popped up. And I'm like, well, who the hell is this? I kept thinking it was a new person every time. So I can't, so I felt them. I don't feel no connection because I don't even know who you are. Who are you? But you know.
Man. But that's a really good show. I love it. Like, I think it's, and it's not like catty, like some.
Yeah, it's not really. It's not trash catty.
It's not trash catty. Like, you know, they pop off.
They bicker. They bicker.
But you know, for
the most part, and that one lady need to get voted off. I'm sorry, the lady, I don't know her name either, but she looks 55, and y'all not.
She's 43.
Y'all are 43 lies. She was the one. If y'all watched the show, she was the one in the last scene. They had to vote off 2 girls. It was 3,
and she stayed.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I would have kept the goofy girl over somebody's grandma, but that's me.
We'll have to watch the next episode too.
She ain't 44 though. She lying. She lying.
She lying.
And she look like she'll cut you.
She look like she will fuck you the fuck
She
up.
look like you better not cheat on her.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a good show. It comes on, I really believe it comes on Saturdays. Don't quote me, though, because I just watched it on demand the other day. But I think it is Saturdays.
It's really funny. Y'all should check it out.
And shout out to Nephew Tommy, who knew you was married for 32 years. As a person who listened to the Steve Harvey Show for years, I thought you was out here single. And the way you was flirting with Shirley. And I just didn't know. Come to find out, you've been married for 32 years. So shout out to Nephew Tommy. Okay, well, so this week my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Candace from The Best Man. She's also known as Candy, played by Regina Hall. And she's my Woman Crush Wednesday because, you know, she won. There's no other way to put it. We meet a young Candace. She's enlisted to dance for Lance and Harper and Q and Merch at the bachelor party. You know, Lance is about to marry Mia. We've talked about this movie before. You know, Mia ain't shit. But, you know, neither here nor there. She comes in. Of course, her name's Candy. The theme song is just like Candy. She dropped her 1-2. She danced on Merch. Merch loses his goddamn mind. And he invites her to the wedding the next day. She shows up to the wedding, by golly. She shows up fully dressed.
A classy lady.
Class act. You know,
classy.
Last night I busted open for a goon. Today I'm coming to the church fully clothed. She even looked innocent. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
When you straighten your hair and put the little clip in. That how you can just change your whole look by a hairstyle and a dress.
Hey.
So she comes to this wedding to these people she don't fucking know. And let's be clear, Lance is in the NFL at this time. So what a come up, Candace. You were just dancing for these niggas, and the next day you're at their wedding. This wholesome wedding that had drama. Whatever. So you're like, okay, she won. Now, the thing about The Best Man is,
I love that movie.
It is a good movie. The Best Man ends, and 14 years later, I believe, they decide to do part 2. So
I really wish they would do another one.
I think they are, because it kind of ended on a cliffhanger on the second one. Yeah. Even though Mia is dead. Rip Mia.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we come into The Best Man holiday. Personally, I don't watch The Best Man holiday. I think it's depressing as hell. I watched it once.
Very sad. Super sad.
Watched me and Shannon went to the movies. Me and my friend Shannon went to the movies. I watched it once. I cried the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
From the second that girl said she had cancer to when the
spit up
credits.
that blood, and then when he was crying over that, woo,
No. I cried consistently. From the second I realized she had cancer to literally when the credits rolled, I cried. Even when I was laughing, tears were still streaming down my face because I knew this lady was dying. And I'm a movie and TV crier. So it takes but 2 seconds for me to well up. So the whole movie, I'm talking about crying. I'm talking about snot meeting water. Like, I'm talking about crying. And my homegirl just eating the popcorn looking at me like, are you serious? Like, annoyed. At this point, she's annoyed.
Oh, Shayna.
She was just like, are you serious right now? Like, and I'm just eating like, but she's dying. She's dying. Like, crying. Like, funeral crying. Like, I cannot. So I watched that movie once. And I own a lot of DVDs. I didn't even bother to buy that movie because I knew I wasn't going to watch it again. But neither here nor there. We show up and Candace, 14 years later, Candace is married with 2 kids. Her Merch started a school. She's like the dean of admissions at the school. She just really, let's just think about the fact that she met this nigga while she was dancing for the bachelor party.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it.
That is. The girls in Players Club could fucking never. Ronnie could never. Ebony could never. Trix could never. And I won't say Diamond because Diamond ended up getting a good job at BET, I believe. But the rest of you bitches could never. You alls in Onyx, never. Y'all, listen. Candace is how it needs to be done. Candace went there and got her blessing.
And got her blessing.
Did her job and got her blessing.
She prayed before she got there.
And I feel like she did. She probably was listening to like some John P. Key before she pulled up. Maybe, you know what? Because I really think We Fall Down, But We Get Up by Donnie McClurkin is a song for troubled thoughts as a person who has came through. We Fall Down, But We Get Up has been a focal point. And if y'all ever realize that episode of Girlfriends after Tony messed with Joan dude, they went to church and they played, Donnie McClurkin was at the church singing We Fall Down, But We Get Up. That is a whole phase reform song. Listen, if you're going through, listen, you sleep with somebody you don't want to sleep with, and the next day you want to change your life over.
We fall down.
We do.
But we get up.
Get up.
We fall down.
We do.
But we get up.
Take it up, choir.
We fall down.
Listen. So shout out to Regina Hall character Candy. That is the inspiration. Some of y'all want to be saved by rappers. Somebody want to have babies from athletes and ballers. Y'all need to be more like Candace.
The friend of the baller.
Get you a nice guy that will forget your past.
Look over your past.
Look was in your past and look over it. How you be in the past and look over the past? He was in the middle of your past. Your past was busting in his face. Listen, Savannah.
That's a good man.
That pass was busting it in his face and he still looked over it. Like, really. Think about that, guys. Just, Candace, you're an inspiration to us all. So this week, I think we should be a little leery.
It's kind of a controversial.
Apparently, I mean, I don't give a shit, but apparently everybody's like, be careful. And I hit my homegirl up and she was like, I don't have the black man conversation. I'm like, all right there, bitch.
Is she black?
She black.
Oh, God.
I was confused. I was like, what? Like, why?
Y'all don't be talking about niggas?
Yeah, listen. Once a day, I have a nigga conversation. But this week, we're recovering from black men. Brown skin. You know I love your brown skin. Is that India Ari too?
Yes.
Let me go dust off my India Ari CDs. Jesus, she did give me some vibes.
Yes.
That Voyage to India was bomb. If y'all haven't listened to India Ari's second album, Voyage to India, I'm telling y'all, get y'all life. So this discussion came up like twice last week in my life. So one night I was minding my business. Okay, so when I'm home, I like go down rabbit holes of television like easily. Like it takes nothing for me to be stuck for 6 hours on some random stuff that had nothing to do with what I originally was doing. Mm-hmm. So I came across Rolonda. And essentially this started because I was looking up that, you remember Jenny Jones?
Yes.
So Jenny Jones had this episode where this guy had a secret admirer, mm-hmm. and the secret admirer happened to be a man. So the guy comes on the show, finds out the person that loved him was a guy. It was two white boys. Was a guy. 3 days later, he murders him. So I randomly thought about that because like in the 90s, stuff happened, but you was a kid, so like you remember it, but you didn't have an investment in it because you was a kid. So I was like, well, let me look that up. So I looked it up, and they showed like the whole episode, and then I watched like the dateline of the guy because the guy ends up like murdering the one who loved him.
Aww.
He did. And then I was like reading the comments, and like some people were saying that he got murdered because some people was just like the guy said he was embarrassed, and then other people said the gay guy actually like was stalking him and harassing him after the show. But it was like a whole mess. You should. It's like Jenny Jones, and then Jenny Jones had to go to court because the family tried to sue the Jenny Jones show, and trash television, blah blah blah, whatever. Well, not whatever, because the man died, but in short, and the guy got released like in the past like year or two or something, like 2 years ago or something. So I actually started off by watching that because I vaguely remembered it and wanted to kind of see, what actually happened. But then that led me to Rolonda, and Rolonda had an episode like, where are all the good black men? And I was like, bitch, I'm ready. So I went and fixed me something to eat, because sometimes TV's better with food. So I went and fixed me something to eat, jumped back in my bed, was like, I'm ready, Rolonda. Where are all the good black men? Because this is the 90s too. So I'm ready. I'm like, what girl, what are you going through? Let's talk, sis. Let's have a cup of tea. Are we relating to the same issues? Are we having the same issues?
Wow, we're still having the same issues.
Wow.
The black man.
Jumped in, watched it. 44 minutes. I was like, wow, this is really good. Granted, I feel like people in the 90s look older than what they say. No shade, because it was a couple of them on there talking about they 32 and 29. They looked a smooth 40. That has nothing to do with nothing. I just want to point that out. But I watched the episode, and of course they had the corporate woman who went to college and did the whole shebang. You can tell she loves her career, and she's saying she can't find nobody with no good job. Then they got the one girl who like had the baby at 14, and now she can't find nobody to take care of her and her baby. And then you had like, of course, the same men saying the same thing. The reason I don't like black women is because of their attitudes. And then the one guy coming up and saying, black women don't necessarily want a good man. They still want to chase like hoodlums and thugs. And it was just basically the same conversation I've had in my life, except set in the 90s with Hoochie Mama and whatever lingo they had.
Yeah.
So, do you genuinely think like black women, like, do you think it's the same argument from did you see the Rolonda clip?
Yes.
Do you think it's the same argument? And if you haven't seen it, it's posted on Recovering Party Girls IG page. It's a lot. It's like 8 or 9 clips. But do you think the black women are going through the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's that is the same topic of discussion now.
So do you find it hard to date black men?
I don't find it hard. But I do see there's some type of disconnect because they feel a certain way, and then in return me as a black woman feels a certain way.
Well, what do they feel a way about?
So to me, I think that whoever, because I've had this conversation with the black guy, and his whole thing is black women have attitudes. Black women are they think that they know everything. They don't want to admit when they're wrong. And I'm thinking, okay, not every black woman is like that. Not every black woman is out here trying to control a man or shame a man or all of that type of shit. Like, I personally don't do that. So I don't understand where like these 1 or 2, maybe 4.
Your mama, your sister.
So, because I know black women can pop off from time to time. But again, I just think that I just wonder, where do they meet these particular women? Now, I do know some black girls that I don't think that they would ever get married because I think that they're difficult. Mm-hmm. But for the majority, I just don't know black women. Maybe I don't know them in a relationship with a black man, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe I only know them enough in friendship. Mm-hmm. But I don't understand that argument.
I never understood the black women have attitudes argument either, only because I hung out with a lot of white girls in high school and in college. one of the baddest white girls I know, her name's Nicole. She dated black guys. She's the baddest baddest woman I know ever. Will run up on you. I remember that one time she jumped out her car to go check her boyfriend. Jumped out her car so fast she didn't even put it in park. So the car was rolling. They had to like jump in her car and stop her car from like hitting like the gate that it was going towards. She's like one of the has the attitude out this world that would check a bitch. Like, so I don't understand it because I don't view majority of the black women that hang around me and that I know aren't really like that.
Yeah, combative and
I don't really know black women. I'm probably the most out of everybody I know. I'm probably the most combative out of everybody I know. And I know people who know how to talk to people accordingly, who don't. It's just to say that will be like for me to say all black men are trash, and I don't think all black men are trash. I don't live in that space. Yeah. So stop generalizing us, and maybe they'll stop generalizing y'all.
Because I honestly think there's just something happened where it was just a total like we just missed each other. Because I think that there are, not to say, I know there's fuck niggas out there.
Oh, but that's not, but I don't date white men, so I can't, I know there's white fuck men. I know there's it's across the board. It's across the board. I can't speak on that because I don't date them like that.
I've dated here and there outside of my race. There are fuck people in every race. Mm-hmm. There's some trash guys in every race. So for me to say all black men are trash, that's not true. There are good black men out there. And no, not every fucking black woman wants to date a hood. No.
That's not true because I've never been in the hood niggas, period.
Now, I've dated a couple of hood niggas in my life.
I'm too scared. Listen, bitch.
And I was scared.
I would sell out. Don't let the fans come looking for me.
I've dated a trap nigga too.
Well, because the New York Times, this 2015 article, it was called 1.5 million black men missing. And in the article, they said for every 100 black women, there's 83 black men. But then when you look at this number, they got to 83 based on deaths. They say black men die younger and jail. So that's how they got to 83. So you're missing the black men that won't date black women because there's some that just don't, right? Period. And then you're missing.
Does this account for the gays?
This doesn't account for the gays either. So we're at 83 just off rip. So I'm gonna assume this shit probably go down to 60. I'm gonna take a guess. If it's 83 and we ain't mentioned the ones who just not gonna date no black girls.
But we gotta do the undercover ones too.
But undercover still a date you though. You still got a man. You sharing that man with a man. But you got you a man. So like at the end of the day, it's just not enough black men to go around.
True.
So and the thing is, because black men, and I know black men know they're a hot commodity. Because it was this, this poll they had. Uh-huh. And at the top of it, black men were desired by all races, all ethnicities, everybody. Mm-hmm. And I think black men do kind of live in that space of I can pick. Mm-hmm. And it comes across that way often because and I don't care about your interracial dating. I give two shits about who dating who, to be honest.
I'm an advocate for interracial dating.
My only issue with interracial dating when it comes from my perspective as a black woman to a black man is dating outside your race when in spite of black women. So instead, if you came to me and just said you like white women, I would say, okay, if that's your fucking preference, that's your goddamn preference. I'm not here to argue blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm not here to argue, what y'all consider exotics or whatever. I'm not here to argue none of that. I'm here to argue you saying I date XYZ because black women have attitudes. I date XYZ because black women are this and that. Stop putting us a part of y'all fucking narrative. If you like white women, like white women. If you want your person to be Spanish, get your Spanish bitch. But don't do it in spite of black women. Like, that's just annoying as shit to me. If y'all ass want to eat, Mexican food and salsa, do you, partner? But stop saying in spite of black women is why you're doing it. Especially when you have a black ass mama and black ass sisters and black ass aunties. That's like, that has to be the most, when interracial relationships and dating come into play, that is the most annoying part to me.
I agree.
People down in black women to big up everybody else. Yeah. Bitch, take your bitch and go.
Take a bitch and go.
Some of y'all niggas need to take y'all ass off. Some of y'all don't. I'm like, Robin, a white woman can have your story ass. Like, I'm there. Like, some of y'all need to take. Sometimes I don't even want your fucking problems. Take your ass over there and get them hell. If you gonna be that nigga. Fuck out of here. That, and I don't like when they date women who talk bad about black women. That drives me up the wall too. It's like, if you're gonna date outside your race, please always remember your mama's black, your sister black, your auntie black, your grandmama black, and then you go get this girl who always say black girls hate on her. No, bitch, we don't give a fuck about you. It's the way you acting though that's making us not like you. Like, stop putting. Stop
and it's
putting
not
y'all
even
shit.
about the. It's not even about like I'm black and you're white. It's just a person. People forget that, like, no, we don't like you because of the person that you are.
Yeah, your attitude's fucking terrible.
Yeah, not because you're.
That would be my only issue with, like, when black men date out their race. Like, you can stick up for us. You know, you don't have to drag us in the process. You know, you could just let us be, bitch. We don't give a fuck. You make us give a fuck because you make it seem like black women hate all the time, and that's not necessarily the truth.
And I just really would like to know how, like, where are these angry black women at? And that's the thing.
Like,
where are the angry black women?
I come from a space, my dating life is not that fucking difficult.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing someone specifically right now because I chose to. I chose to because I knew I was picking a particular type of nigga. And I knew I was picking a particular type of black guy. I understood that was not every black guy. I understood that I sought out this black guy because a part of me liked certain stuff. Like, we were talking about Russell Wilson. We're talking about Sierra Russell Wilson in Future. And when you read the comments, there are a bunch of girls who still would date Future. And then there's some girls like, send me your prayer, sis, for Russell Wilson. And the bottom line is, a lot of times you keep saying all black men are bad because you keep attracting the same pool of black men.
Speak on it.
And I understood that about myself. It's certain things I kind of like that I won't say because it makes me seem a bit toxic. But it's certain characteristics that I tend to gravitate to. Yeah. And I know I gravitate to them, but the specific things I gravitate to have another side of that I can't control, that leads me into these terrible ass relationships and toxic ass relationships and ready to be box a girl every 2 days. I know that. So I took a break because I was like, all right, how do I want my life to be?
But that's good though.
Do I want to sit around and be like Tiny and T.I.? Or do I just want to go home to Russell Wilson? And me saying that out loud right now, I'm still like, I don't know if I fully want to go home to Russell Wilson. But I know that about myself. Like, I know part of me is some qualities that I genuinely like and appreciate, but I know there's a dark side to those same exact qualities I like. I know that about myself. So I don't put my bad relationships on all black men because I know I keep dipping in the same goddamn lake for the black men.
And that would be my argument as well when guys say that statement, all black women are angry, black women, they got too much attitude. Well, what type of woman are you attracting? Because I think that right there is the issue. The people that you are gravitating towards all have this same particular mindset. So that doesn't speak for everybody.
It doesn't. You're choosing the certain person.
Yeah, you're choosing this person. You're choosing this person that pops off, that down belittles you, or that's always angry per se.
But then are they, or do you just want somebody who you consider submissive? And this is my other issue. It was a football player. I can't think of his name. He went on and ran about black women. He ended up dating some white woman that was whooping his ass and calling him a nigger. And that be the other problem I have. No, for real. Like, the story came out that she literally was like dragging his ass and calling him a nigger. And I was rolling. I thought it was hilarious. I thought that was great karma, actually. Mm-hmm. But that too is like, don't generalize us. We won't generalize y'all. Every black woman isn't difficult. Every black woman isn't ready to forge the fight. And truth be told, I'm a lot more combative. Niggas get away with a lot in relationships with me too. So it's just like, y'all really be judging people based on one incident or because your mama used to go upside your daddy head. I ain't got nothing to do with your mama and daddy toxic ass relationship. Like I said, I never had a problem dating. I dated the nice guy. I didn't want the nice guy. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of just like, all right. So some stuff is not, people put it on the whole different race and sex. Well, sometimes that shit is just your ass.
It's just a personal thing.
Yeah, and two, I remember back when Steve Harvey first wrote his book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, or Act Like a Woman, whatever the fuck the title is. He went on Oprah, and they had like this black woman, and she had like this list of things she wanted in her potential spouse. And Steve looked at her and was like, are you everything on your list? Mm-hmm. Do you think that is a problem too? Do you think and let's throw out again, it's just not going to be enough black men for black women statistically and through the numbers. Mm-hmm. But do you think people ice out potential good guys because they're not willing to bend? And do you think women should bend for black men in general? And let it be known that statistically, black men are more likely to date outside their race 2 times than women. But go ahead.
I personally think that sometimes I think that the expectations can be unrealistic, because we have to think as, well, I look at it as like, okay, not even just being a black man, men in general, some of them are not, I don't know. I think if you have like the basic qualities of a good human being in your list, I think that that's a good foundation. All this other stuff, because everybody goes through life in different stages. Like, I understand that, women want a man that has a good job and this and 401k and a boat, the house, the vacation home, the main home. I get that. That's okay. But is that man that you are seeking in that stage of life? And you can't tear down one man because he's not at that stage in his life where he has all of that. But is he working towards that? Does he have goals? Does he have ambitions? Does he have those basic principles that could get him to that? So
you think you should be able to bend for a fixer-upper?
I'm not saying a fixer-upper.
I mean, potential is not.
I don't want to say you date somebody
beneath you.
Not beneath you, but don't date potential.
This is true.
I think that
potential is always a gamble.
Potential is always a gamble, and I've dated potential, and potential has failed me. But potential has failed me. So I wouldn't recommend that you date somebody that, like, just because, let's say that he's in school, he's about to graduate with the chemical engineer degree or some fancy smancy shit. I'm not going to date him based off of that.
Because when he get on,
he's gonna leave me for a white girl.
They told us.
But I think that you have to look at a person based on the fundamentals of being a good human being. Do they have empathy? Do they have compassion? You're saying pay attention less to what they have, like, physically? Not physically, but I'm saying pay attention less to
boat houses,
circumstantial type stuff, monetary things, because all that stuff can come and go. But the person of who your character, that is who you are essentially. And while you can be the millionaire, the next Bill Gates, that's cool and all, but you're still a fucking prick, and I don't want to be around you. So I think that people should...
So do you think people need to change their list?
I think they should adjust it. I'm not saying that a person shouldn't want a man that's not able to provide. I think a man should be able to provide.
I second that emotion.
I definitely think a man should be able to provide for his family or his spouse.
I wanted to go on record again. I second that emotion.
But I don't think that if that man that you are, like, he's an attractive guy, but he works at UPS, right? And I don't think that you should say, well, he don't have a 6-bedroom home, so I'm going to cancel him out. What if he's really passionate about his UPS job? What if he loves what he does?
So you think women should be okay knowing that some of them just going to make more money than they do?
That's okay. I think
Is it
that is
really?
okay.
Is it really?
I think it's okay.
That is a beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful
I
way.
think it's okay. Because
Wow,
I've dated,
admire you right now.
No,
I admire you.
No, I'm telling you, because I've dated guys.
I'm such a
with
bird.
Money, and I really all I had to do was call him if I was pissed off
Your
about
sugar
something.
daddy.
If I was pissed off about something,
So you're sugar daddy. We can continue. Yes. It's okay. We all have some sugar daddy. Listen, I ain't judging bitches. Slide me his number, hoe. Slide me his number, hoe.
if I got upset about something, it doesn't matter what it was. This nigga would just be like, go to Saks, pick you out something, and tell so and so, and I'll tell so and so I'm gonna come pick it up for you.
Wow. Wow.
That was
Marriage material. Wow.
That's the kind of thing I
Wow.
want.
You let him go. Wow. Do you still have his number?
But the thing is that I dated him when I was in my 20s. So it's just like, to a certain point, I was, all right, I'll go.
Yes.
No problem. You know, if I was pissed, if I had an attitude, I'd get a box of shoes.
Wow. The way you make up.
And it's just like, that was cool to a certain point, because then all of a sudden, as I was getting older, I realized the problem was never getting solved. It was just being...
That is true. I dated somebody who had
it was
corn.
just like masked with temporary things. Now, granted, I'm very appreciative of all of the lovely items that I've received over our course of time together. But at the end of the day, we ended up splitting because the issues were still there. Nothing got resolved.
I mean, money does not. I've dated some pro athletes, and money doesn't solve the issue. It
doesn't solve the
Now,
core issues of miscommunication or
this is true. Now,
you not being emotionally supportive of what I want to do.
all is true, but my love language is material things. And with my love language being material things, and the fact that I've been played by somebody who didn't have shit, and I was offended. I was fucking offended. Because what you won't do is be broke and play me. You gotta choose your motherfucking poison. Be broke and be honest, or have money and be a whole nigga. What you won't do is be both. And that was my motherfucking problem. No, I'm dead ass is like, you.
So first of all, you ain't got no money and you played me?
I'm still paying this rent by myself and you played me?
Wow.
I was offended. And I was like, you know what?
I've never had that.
This will be the last time I date beneath the pay rate. But that's bird-like as well. I admit my faults.
I just think that you shouldn't disqualify somebody based off of
blue collar work. Because really, that's what it be. And we were talking about that the other day because I know this guy, he owns like a whole bunch of companies. And I know some of the people that work for him made like hundreds of thousands of dollars for real. But you would never know it because they do blue collar work.
They're so humble.
And it's that mentality of if you're not the boss, you're not making money. And it's like, no, the boss is making money, and sometimes the workers are making money too.
Yeah.
That's not always, the boss might be making, like, granted, I want the boss. The boss might be, God, I'm such a fucking bird. Jesus Christ. This is why I decided to be single, because I need to go through my bird ways and figure out why I'm such a bird. I do. But just because the boss makes money, granted, and the boss makes the most money.
And he makes the decisions.
And he does make the decisions. And I do like power.
Yeah.
I've always liked Victor Newman on the stories. Yeah.
That's very attractive.
When Victor Newman had bought the building because they pissed Nikki off, and then he fired the nigga that pissed Nikki off, I was like, wow, that's Victor Newman. In my little loins at that young age, I knew.
They were just swirling around.
I was like, in like middle school, and I was like, wow, it's something about this that I physically feel.
Yeah.
But with that being said, just because the boss does make the decisions and the boss does have the money, but as a person, in a non-bird comment for me, there are workers. I mean, I'm going to go out and say I still want the boss. But I do know that there are people who are under the boss that also makes really good money.
Yeah.
That is true.
I just think that
the
person's character has to be more important than what a person does, because I think that's why a lot of people.
So do you think a lot of people are? Do you think black the good? Because Oh, while we're here, so let me find this shit. So, you guys, if you follow Recovering Party Girls on IG, I posted a picture. I posted the videos to Rolonda, and we had this guy respond, and I deleted his response under the post, but then I reposted his response, and he said, all on national television making the black community look like fools. Yes, let's tell the world that there are no good black men out there. Also, and apparently, there are only good black women out there. Y'all don't know how foolish you make us look. National television? Like no other race does this shit. None. What the fuck do you mean? Where are all the good black men? You hypocritical black bitches always pass I'm sorry.
You hypocritical black bitches!
You hypocritical black bitches always pass up on them for the same thugs you're complaining about. 10 good black men can be in front of your faces, but you'll say he's too soft and educated and go have babies by drug dealing thugs. Then after he does that to you, like most dominant males do, fuck you and leave you, you ask where are all the good black men. Well, he's over there with the feminine women from other races. All of you have left are the same worthless niggas you've been giving your pussy to your entire life. Fuck you, whores.
You hypocritical black bitches.
Once again, I hit him back. I was like, who hurt you? And he was like, who hurt you? And then he was like, no one hurt me, you dummy. And after that, I deleted his shit. Because I'm like, bitch, who you fucking talking to?
Oh,
but,
God.
Who the fuck? But, do you think that is the issue? Do you think that, not, the way his whole message is terrible as shit. But
I get the message. I get the message. I get the core.
Okay,
I get the core of it.
All the other shit,
it's fluff.
Yeah,
I get the core of his message. Now, I would like to think that perhaps maybe the people that he has been attracting are women that maybe perhaps have left him. Right? He tried to speak to somebody, whatever, and they maybe left with somebody else. That is a hood nigga.
But do you think girls choose bad boys over good boys? Because
yes,
people say that.
do.
But listen, people say that. But how many people marry the bad boy? You get what I'm saying?
I can see the attraction to a guy that's a little rough around the edges. That's like.
But who actually marries the bad?
Nobody.
Guy? So then.
Nobody. Y'all just wait y'all's motherfucking turn.
Bitch. We got to wait our turn. Shit. If I want to talk adult boy magic in my 20s, I'm ready in my 30s.
Let me be that. Let me experience. Let me have a well-rounded experience.
Their thing is, you get with these bad guys, and then it's like, oh, my feelings. Like Sierra got with Future, then got with Russell Wilson because her feelings got hurt in the process.
No,
is that just not life?
I mean, I think that she said she was attracted to Future, the lifestyle, the glitz,
his attitude,
the glamour, his rock star ways. I can see that. I can absolutely see that.
I think people try to. This is the thing about dating the bad guys and just those quote unquote bad guys. People go in hoping they can make them what they want. Because essentially you still want a family man. So you want to kind of tame the bad guy.
You want to be the one that said, I did that.
Yeah.
But really, you can't tame a wild animal. You can't tame a wild person. And I think that's where a lot of people get their feelings hurt is when you have to understand wild things need to just be wild. Like,
so do you think women settle if you can't get what you want with the bad guy? Do you think women are settling and skipping over good men?
Do you think Sierra settled?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think that anybody's settling. I think that people go through phases.
I think you grow up.
Yes. I mean, I, 34 years old, would not date a drug dealer.
Yeah, you don't date dope boy magic at 34. You date dope boy magic when you
22,
when you want your nails filled and you go to Red Lobster.
You know, that's a young girl's game.
It is.
I can't take that kind of anxiety and risk. I dated a drug dealer. The nigga never slept. The nigga never slept, and he was always looking out the window. As a 34-year-old woman, I like my naps. I like to sleep comfortably. I don't want to feel like there's somebody outside my window.
Do you live by the because I had a friend who always used to tell me like who likes you.
No, because I don't want to like the people that like me.
No, but they say do that because they was like your dating life would be so much easier if you liked who liked you. Because I've been thinking that in reference of kind of how, like, in Waiting to Exhale, how essentially Michael had everything Robin wanted, but Michael wasn't packaged the way Robin would have liked. I mean, granted, she ended with him in the second book, but do you think that happens a lot where people just aren't? There are black men that want your ass. You just overlooking them because they ain't packaged the way you think is.
I think for me personally, I don't really look at that part. I look at, am I compatible with you? Because I have a strong personality, and I always feel like a person that I'm dating seriously has to they have to understand that I have a very strong personality. I'm not.
So you got an attitude like they be saying about black girls.
I don't have an attitude, but I have a strong personality. I'm gonna ask questions. I ain't no ride or die. I want to know.
Typical black bitch.
I got questions. I ask questions. I want to know things. I'm not going to just allow you to lead me off a cliff. No, I'm not. I'm gonna say, where are we going? Why do we have to die? You know what I mean? But I just think that people should be more looking towards, are we compatible? Compatible. Can you laugh at my jokes?
Do looks play a factor in it?
No, because I've dated fat guys, skinny guys, ugly ass niggas.
Do you think black women need to open up to the packaging?
They need to open up to whoever is
who likes them.
Not
That's what you
necessarily
gotta
who
say.
likes them, but just more. If you gotta listen to the vibes, the energy.
Listen to your heart.
Yeah, when it's calling.
Listen to your heart.
I just think that people need to pay more attention to how you feel around somebody. Like, if you get good energy off of somebody, like y'all are vibing, and you're laughing, he's laughing, and
I love a cackle.
Jokes are going, y'all are talking about serious things, but then you're talking about trivial things. That's something to pay attention to, because not everybody has good conversations like that.
If you know what you sound like now that you're talking, you remember when Charlotte had like the perfect guy?
Yeah.
Who was the first guy she married?
It was Trey McDougal.
Trey McDougal.
Trey McDougal.
They aesthetically looked good.
They looked like the perfect
He had
thing.
the money.
Barbie he came from wealth. He was a doctor. His mama was Bunny. She said, don't rush me. I'm in Chanel.
She was an icon. And then she ended up with Harry.
Who sweated. With Harry. He had a hairy back. Their whole wedding was fucked. Carrie was fucked up.
Carrie had the game fucked up.
She fell. So I'm just saying, like, I think, and it was all because of their...
But once again, she had to overlook the packaging. So is that the issue?
Yeah, you have to overlook the packaging. Your husband is not going... Granted, we all want a Boris.
Kojo ass.
We all do.
Oh, shit.
But you know what? I'll be all right if my nigga got a little belly. If he not, if he a little shorter than me. As long as he's cool with me wearing heels, that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. I feel like my life partner, my forever is not going to come in the package that I like of a Boris Kojo.
That gift's already gone. The package is already out.
It's gone. It's out there already.
The package is already out
and
there.
I'm okay with that.
Got it.
So, I have to look for that character. Can I sit next to you in silence for a long period of time without having to force conversation?
That is
Can you understand that I love a good nap and you're going to let me sleep? Can you be like, she's asleep, leave her alone?
So do you think, because you don't look, you look like a black girl, but the average black girl, I'm talking about girls who are like my complexion and darker. Do you think they get overlooked?
I'm like a shade. Shade. I don't.
But I'm in the middle of a brown spectrum. Like I'm not. I wouldn't say like I don't go. We talked about this on colorism. Granted, yes. A lot of this is who you're standing next to. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Depending on who you standing next to is how light and how dark you are perceived a lot of times. In case you're all the way on the other side of the spectrum.
That's
So with that being the disclaimer, do you think that black men tend to date the kind of black girls? And I don't want to say the kind of black girls in a disrespectful way, but in a way,
The black girls.
It's not the brown girls. It's always like the bright skinned girl or the mixed girl or the Asian girl.
I don't think that that's true because I don't get that. Like, it's weird. Like, I get.
But you light skinned. What you mean?
But still, I mean, niggas don't approach me like that.
Oh, you're saying from your perspective.
From my perspective,
you're not getting hollered
I'm
at.
not getting hollered at like that.
Do you
It's
think
always
you get
the
hollered at?
bitches that that wear, and I'm not talking, because I don't wear weave or wigs or none of that. I'm very, very.
Bitch, she trying to tell y'all her edges is full and fucking real.
I mean, I'm just saying.
She's telling y'all her edges are full and real and hate on it.
No cap.
She's saying hate on it. She's saying that picture y'all thought was a sew-in wasn't a sew-in.
No cap.
She's saying that high bun wasn't fake. I just want to be clear that she's starting on y'all.
No cap. But I don't look like what black women look like now. I don't look like that.
You like the 90s black girl.
And I can take that, but the 2000s,
Yeah,
I don't.
You
I
ain't
don't
gonna talk
like,
about my clothes, bitch.
I'm not,
I mean, I ain't got
I'm
to talk
not-
right now. But as a person who has
I
worn
know
clothes,
she's not saying. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
as a
to
bitch
me,
who has hair under her sink right now.
But I have hair under my sink. I actually washed it last night because I got to use it for this wedding. I got clip-ins.
Let me have it. Oh, clip-ins? No, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, it's clip-ins. But anyways, like I don't get approached like that because I feel like
Clip-ins are so light of you, but go ahead.
Because I don't like to commit to the
sew-in.
The sew-in. I can't commit to that. It's too much. So
clip-ins are so light of you.
That's not why I just don't want to commit to
No,
the
the first time I heard about clip-ins was white girls. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Clip-ins are so white of you.
Oh, well, it's easier. I can take them out.
Yeah, that's what the white girls in Jersey Shore. You remember when they used to get drunk and they used to be pulling their clip-ins out? Jersey Shore did that. But go ahead. What's your point? I can't do clip-ins because my hair, like... Man, one day we will talk about hair. Somebody told me, I think 4C is like the coarsest hair. I was like, is there something higher than 4C? Because my edges be looking like pubic hair. But go ahead.
Anyways, I just don't get approached like that because I feel like women that don't have like the natural hair and stuff, I don't think men go for that.
Really?
I really don't, because the guys that I work in a bar. I see and I observe, and I feel like the girls with the weave, the wigs, the long ass cat fucking nails, the lashes that look like fucking butterfly wings, those bitches get more action. And I'm not hating.
But that's kind of crazy when you talk to people from their perspective, because
they think that.
I think the more natural girls because niggas always just talk about how they want the girl to have real hair, her hair real.
And then what the bitch they fucking with look like.
Well, the bitch how the bitch they married look? Because them girls usually ain't the ones they marry either. That be the thing about everybody enhancing and doing all that extra shit. I don't see a lot of them getting saved out here either and chose and shit. I don't
know. That's just my personal experience.
I feel like your type gets chosen more.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas, they're not ready to choose. And I'm not a chosen person. I don't get chose. I choose. I'm a chooser. I don't get chose. So for me, that is what I have come to experience. But I'm not tripping. Like, I don't care. But I think that from my perspective, the girls with the wigs, the weaves, the closures, the nails, the lashes, they get the plays.
Do you think... So is like college important to you? Because that was also like one of the big things on Rolonda. They were talking about... And that was funny. They were talking about in the 90s how black women clearly have go to college and have more education than black men. And I think now the U.S. Census Bureau says for every 5 black women, there are 3 black men that graduated college. So it's like a 2 off.
Yeah. I didn't go to school. I mean, I did go to school, but I never finished. So to me, that's not...
But school, for me... People say they can't be college educated people, which I find off because most of the people I find myself around are college educated. That's number one. But then number two, I come from a space where I know going to college isn't the end all, the be all to you making money.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys.
So I don't throw that in people's face.
I know a lot.
You don't have to be no part of no fraternity or no shit.
Yeah,
I'm not that girl.
I know a lot of people who haven't graduated college, but they're extremely successful.
Yeah, that ain't.
So that to me is just, that's just a paperwork. Like, you got a degree, but you're dumb as shit, and you still out here. I know niggas that have 5 degrees and still job hunting.
Yeah,
so,
that it don't make that. That's never been like my shit. And I think it's cute if you meet your little boo in college and then y'all graduate together
cute.
And marry.
That's
cute.
That's
but
cute.
I don't think that's a deciding factor.
That is not a deciding factor.
So
because on paper, I ain't got it. So for me to be like, I need a man with a college degree, bitch, I don't even have a college degree.
Technically, I have not technically. I have 2, but I still ain't one of them people. Just
as long I feel like if a person, and I have this on my list, so I have like a list of things that
What is your list?
Well, the first thing is they have to believe in God.
Come on, Jesus. Let him be if God is the head of your household,
honey.
If God is the head of your
my
household,
life, baby.
Come on.
As far as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord.
Come
on. We gonna serve the Lord.
As long as he's the head of the household.
I'm just saying, I can't have no man out here denouncing Jesus. Nah, we ain't finna do that, fam. Cause my friend, she tried to put me on this one dude. And she was just like, you should talk to him. He has a good job. I said, no, because he looked like he don't believe in Jesus. And I can't be having no kids with somebody who don't believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Come on, Holy Spirit.
I ain't got that kind of time. But anyways, yeah.
Come on, Jehovah Jireh.
Jehovah Nissi. But no, I need a man. Like, my partner has to have some type of spirituality. Granted, like, I don't go to church every Sunday, but I think that desire to want to know more about God is important to me. Mm-hmm. So, like, that whole going to church every Sunday shit, that I don't give a fuck about that because I don't go to church every Sunday. But I think that your relationship with God has to be that you got to have a relationship with God, or you have to believe.
What else is on your list?
He got to be tall.
Oh, the packaging.
No. Me, honestly, it's changed because I've wrote it in several journals.
Young girls game. Some of this should be a young girls game.
So the guy that I wanted when I was 23 is not the guy at 34.
Young girls game.
So basically, I look for it. He has to have a sense of humor because I have a sense of humor, and I'm very sarcastic. And if you can't catch my sarcasm, it's not gonna work because you even think I'm a bitch. Mm-hmm. You have to.
Wow, you typical black bitch.
I'm a typical hypocritical black bitch. You have to have compassion. Some empathy. I think that you have to. I'm an empathetic person. So I think that's important. I
believe that children are our future.
You have to be understanding.
What I need.
Non-judgmental. As an open mind. A lot of black guys that I've encountered, they're not very open-minded.
They're really not.
They're not open-minded.
But there's a lot of they outside their motherfucking race. They really got some views that are very dominant.
Yeah, and I like culture. I like different cultures. I like to eat at different restaurants and stuff like that. And sometimes, I don't always want to go to Papados. Like there's
I'm going to Papados 3 times this weekend. FYI, I have no shame.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with Papados. But I'm just saying, there's so much more out there to experience than just nigga shit. Like, try other cultures, and I've found that most black guys are like, ooh, I don't want that. I want to go to Papados. And then they fucking end up getting fried chicken or the chicken strips and fries.
Yep.
So, like...
I ain't gonna eat that.
But I'm just saying, like, you have to be an open-minded person with me because I like to try different things, and I can't hanging out with nobody that don't be wanting to try shit. And what else? you gotta, I don't know, you just gotta be a good fucking person, man. What else? What's on my list?
I can't tell my list. My list still kind of bird like.
You have to have a car. You have to have a job.
That's all that's given. I ain't even on my list because don't even. That's given. That's automatic. Breathe in car and job.
But also with the job thing, I think it not necessarily. It doesn't have to be a specific job. You don't have to make all the money.
Very noble.
But
Robin Hood.
I think you have to be passionate. I want somebody that's passionate about their job. I want somebody that is.
So if he bagging groceries, if he loves bagging groceries at Whole Foods.
If he loves bagging groceries at Whole Foods, and our rent is paid, our car notes are paid, our cell phone bills paid, we get a discount at Whole Foods.
But what if it's not 50-50 and it's like 60-40, the 60's you?
But that's just the financial part. Overall, I can if everything else
so
is
if he's happy getting carts at Walmart, like that is his shit.
Hey, maybe we can work together to see what other passion.
Okay, see just how low you go. Don't be trying to be on this podcast. You ain't finna make me seem like a goddamn bird.
No,
you ain't finna be on this no bitch.
We gonna see what other passions he has.
What you want
I would support. See, as long as it's not like you want to be like a rapper.
Oh, okay. So you ain't finna be on this podcast acting like any job is okay, bitch.
Again.
CVS. What is he passionate about CVS?
We'll see what other passions that he has. We have to discover. We have to explore other things that he may like. He may be good at. That we could maybe open up a business on the side while he's
like he can have a cart business,
right? Like
he could, make carts, like a cart business,
if he's good at fixing things, right? Maybe he could be the manufacturer that fixes broken carts for all the Walmarts. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to think big. We got to think effective.
Okay, because I low-key passionate.
No.
Okay.
You one of them bitches.
Oh, yeah, you can keep that shit.
No, I mean, come on now. Like,
I'm just trying to get a clear view.
I got you. But, let's see where his passions are. Like, what is he good at? Maybe we can capitalize on what he's good at.
Got you.
Then build.
Got you.
Somebody that's a self-starter. I can't clean up after no nigga. I can't... I'm not your mama. I ain't finna be nobody's mama, and I can't have no man that's gonna think that I'm going to. No. Like, I'll if you're sick, I'll help you. I'll nurse you back to health.
Got you.
But I'm not your personal housekeeper. I'm not your personal slave. I'm not going to do any of that. So a person that's,
Got you. I just want to see how low your low was.
It's sacking at... See, I could do Whole Foods. Walmart, we would have to talk.
Target?
I like Target, so I think discount. Okay? Maybe if it's a part-time.
It's only like 10%, but all right.
I mean...
Yeah.
Is it really 10%?
Girls like 10 to 15%. Y'all ain't niggas ain't getting that much.
Well, I prefer... if it was Whole Foods, I wouldn't mind it at all. Because,
Just curious.
That's nice stuff.
So I guess... At the end of the day, we've came to the conclusion that it's not all black men.
It's not all black men. And it's not
all black women.
And it's not all black women. I think
But based on the numbers, honestly, it's just not enough black men for black women. So I would suggest all black women, including myself, even though I really don't like doing it, because I do like black men, and that's just that on that. And I don't really have problems pulling black men. But if you're a person who really wants to date and get married and you're finding yourself having difficulty with black men, you really do need to step outside the box.
Yeah. I mean, dating a white man is it's a good time.
And not just white. It's so many
I've dated
others.
Hispanic. I went on a date with a Vietnamese man.
I believe you. Even though that one, I don't know what, this Asian guy on Grey's Anatomy, they just added as cute as shit. But that's the thing about me. I can look at somebody and say they're cute, but I'm not attracted to them like that.
Yeah, that Asian man was a good time. I mean, Vietnamese man, he was a good time. We went salsa dancing.
Oh, wow.
And he was actually really good.
Yeah, but I think women should, because it's just mathematically, it's just not enough black men. So where are all the good black men, nigga? You ain't gonna get. You just
We're not
you
gonna
don't
get
know.
it.
You know? I mean, it's just statistically, everybody just not gonna get one.
Yeah.
That's just how that's gonna go. The only way y'all all gonna get one is if y'all okay with sharing, sister wives.
And some of them are okay with that because
Yeah,
they do.
get you become a sister wife.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough to go around. So if you're really, honestly, if you're having a very big problem with dating, like, I don't say all black men because I don't like them saying all black women, y'all gonna have to just date outside y'all race. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth.
And be open to it. Like, it ain't that bad.
It's not. Eve looks super happy. The rapper Eve.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
would be happy too.
Tina Turner
Going to galas and shit.
Tina Turner husband just gave her like a kidney or some shit. He love her.
Yeah. Get you a nice European man.
Right. Diana Ross, two European men.
Yeah.
So I think, and then I just like, man, I remember I had, maybe 2 years ago, my friend had like a dinner and we went with this girl and we were having this discussion about black men. Maybe a couple of months after that, she got with this white guy. They like together and live together and happy. So you do, and she said she would never have seen herself with the white man. Eve says that all the time, though, the rapper Eve. So you kind of do, and that's another.
But she opened herself up to
the
that
package. Y'all have
to the experience.
Y'all have to open yourselves up sometimes to, and me included as well. You have to open yourselves
You
up
might
to
find you a good rich white man with older kids.
Thank you for knowing
with a house. With that vacation home.
You know my heart.
And a boat.
You know my heart.
And y'all travel at least 3 or 4 times a year.
You know my heart.
To Europe.
You know my bird ways and you accept me. Wow.
You gonna find you a good white man.
Come on,
Charles.
On my bird. Come on. Come on my bird ways.
I prayed that over your life.
Know my bird ways. And accept them. But you do. I mean, you really do, because it's just statistically, it's not enough. Like I said, they said it was this article from New York Times in 2015 said for every 100 black women, there are 83 black men, and they minus jail and young deaths. The issue is y'all still didn't factor in the people who just not gonna date black women, and y'all didn't factor in
the gays,
the people who gay. So it ain't gonna happen for everybody. So somebody gotta fold and start dating outside their goddamn race. Shit. Cause we all ain't gonna be able to get one if
somebody gotta fold.
Somebody. You need to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And some of you bitches need to fold.
Because it ain't enough people.
Yeah, it ain't enough. Look, it ain't enough now. I'm tired of acting like this shit is the Hunger Games now. Goddamn. And I'm letting you know now I'm getting a black man. So I need some of y'all. I need some of y'all. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. But anyway, so that's that on that.
We love our black men.
We do love black men. For everybody who's in the comment section, talk about we need to uplift black men. Fuck y'all.
We love our good black brothers.
Be delicate with the black men conversation. No, be delicate with the black woman conversation.
Yes.
Okay? But we have a letter.
Let's talk about it.
Let me sign in. Wait for it. Okay, she named herself, but that's not how we do this. She did.
She don't know the rules.
She put letter from Samantha Jones. But sis, that's not how it works. You don't name yourself. Samantha Jones doesn't fit the criteria for. If you guys haven't noticed, I named these letters from like older and old Hollywood black stars. So Samantha Jones is white and from Sex and the City. That ain't gonna work, sis. So we're gonna change your name, but I'll read your letter how it's printed. Her name is Donna Summer, disco icon, disco legend, disco queen. This is the last dance. You know, y'all know Donna Summer.
Yes.
So Donna Summer says, "Hey girls, hey, letter from Samantha Jones, laugh out loud."
Oh, she did it again. Okay.
She wants you to know this.
Okay.
Donna Summer. I have a little drama. I've recently met a guy. He's a great guy. This particular guy wants to start a relationship. Now, my problem is I'm insensitive and he's very sensitive. He wears his emotions on his sleeves. I'm the complete opposite. I'm insensitive, just point blank, period. Another problem is I've been doing my own thing for some time now. In parentheses, she put thotting. Now he wants to settle down and do the whole relationship lifestyle. Literally the second day of us meeting, he invited me to dinner with his family. I politely declined to say I don't meet parents or families. That's when an insensitive moment happened. Now with the whole settling down thing comes a new mentality. I can't bring thought mentality into a relationship. Now my dilemma is, how do I get about changing my mentality and becoming the relationship type of woman? How do I deal with becoming more sensitive to someone else's feelings when being insensitive is all I know? Donna Summer. First and foremost, him asking you to meet his peoples on the second day is weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that ain't shit to do with emotion. That's weird.
Yeah, I would think that
I wouldn't trust a nigga.
I would decline that too.
Yeah,
and
that ain't
that's being insensitive. That's too much.
Yeah.
I think you want to change your ways from being a thotty out in the streets to a relationship person. Now, I would ask, are you wanting to change because of this person, or are you just wanting to change just in general? Because I don't think that you should.
It don't sound like you want to change.
It doesn't sound like, yeah.
And so then don't change. I mean, it's still weird that he asked you to meet his family on the second day. That would have that alone would have had me not talking to him, but that's me personally. But it doesn't sound like you want to change, so don't change. If you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship.
Because I think when you find somebody that you're willing to say, you know what, I want to do this because I really care about this person. I want this person to be a part of my life. I think it'll happen gradually, but to force do it, that's going to only cause resentment later down the line and issues later down the line. So
yeah, it just doesn't sound like you want to be in a relationship. And maybe, I don't know if it's your age or maybe your friends around you, everybody's getting in a relationship, so you feel the need to be in one. But if you want to be a thought, nigga, be a thought.
100%.
Yeah, it don't sound like you want to be in this relationship anyway. Now, the problem with the insensitivity part, if you really think you have a problem with that type of emotion, you need to fix that, because nobody want to be with no cold stone bitch when you're ready to be in a relationship anyway. Yeah. So I'm not saying cry around the house every 5 seconds when something happens, but you do need to if you think that is a problem, you need to start working on that now for when the right person comes to you, because this nigga ain't the right person, clearly.
Yeah, because that's a red flag to me. If a guy meet a guy the next day, weird. you want me to meet your family?
Weird.
For what? I don't even want you to tell your mother about me.
My mama don't even know you niggas. Listen, I been telling my mama like 2 years later about some nigga I dated for 6 months. Like, some of these people just don't need to be mentioned.
Like I don't even want to be mentioned within the first 6 months.
Yeah, like, it don't even sound like you're ready for a relationship, because you're right. When you get into a relationship, you do have to compromise, and you do have to kind of you have to be sensitive and have empathy for people's needs. So you need to work on that anyway.
But I think future references. But I think that like a person, when you meet the right person, that stuff will be like, you'll be like, I want to change that.
Yeah, but like, I'm saying, since you mentioned it already, it won't hurt to start now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, because this ain't, I will let you know now, this nigga ain't the one.
But also, I would also like to argue that, my best friend, she has a very chilly exterior. And she doesn't necessarily, she's not really emotional with her, with her husband and in that respect, but it works for them. It works. Her, and I wouldn't say that she's insensitive, but their dynamic, she is not the she's definitely not the sensitive
and
person.
That definitely works.
Relationship.
No, that definitely works, but if you think Donna Summer, if you think that it's a negative impact on your life
personally, not somebody else.
Yeah, you need to work on that. Yeah. That now, if you've been in relationships and relationships have failed because of that, or you're not in relationships because of that, then you need to kind of start maneuvering through that, unpacking those bags now. Yeah. But don't unpack him for this nigga here,
yeah.
because this ain't the nigga you want to be with, clearly.
Yeah.
And he invited you to meet his mama. That's the real issue.
That's-
Your insensitivity is the second issue. That nigga invited you to meet his mama is the real issue of this letter.
That's pushing it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a red flag. That's actually a deal breaker for me. Like, and then you're pushing the issue. Nah, fam, I don't want to do that. We just met. I don't even know your middle name. I don't even know what color you like. We haven't even talked on the phone for a whole hour.
No, ma'am. So, yeah. But I do think if you think the insensitivity part is a problem, work on that now. But this ain't the nigga for you. And you're right. Going into a relationship, you do have to have a different mentality. It just sounds like you're not there and you shouldn't force it.
Yeah. And you shouldn't change for somebody that
invited you to meet his mama.
On the second
Girl, is his name Troy? You remember when Troy did that to Robin?
Yes.
Robin! It's locked, Troy.
You raggedy bitch!
You better be careful when you pick up from grocery stores. Troy, take your drunk ass wearing in the summertime. Need a shave, stinky ass home. I'm not going. Have a fruit bowl, you little trail. That nigga was like, throw that up here. That nigga said, you know how many people would be happy to know I try to help him meet my mama? That nigga, Troy, take your ass on. That nigga named Troy. But yeah, so, yeah, girl.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Do you.
Thought it up.
Thought
it up until your heart is content.
Right.
And then when you meet that one, give up. Just hang up the thoughtiness.
Right.
Hang it up.
Right, because he ain't the one. It sounds like you still like thotting.
It does. I sense hesitation.
I sense that you like popping your pussy for a goon. And that's okay.
And that's okay. Because at one point in my life,
I like popping my pussy for a goon. So, you know, if you, like she said, that insensitivity factor can be a plus, or if you feel like it has been a minus, if you personally feel like it has been a hindrance to your life, get fixed.
It works for my best friend and her husband. Sometimes I'll be like, God damn, you mean as hell. But it works for them. It works. But, But that's that. So thank you for the Moesha's Diary. Donna Summer, a.k.a. Samantha Jones. And if you got anything from this episode, we hope you know that life is like a Tyler Perry movie. Leave that no good nigga and go get you a dark-skinned, hard-working, blue-collar man. Yeah. Get you a good postal worker. They got good benefits. That's all Tyler Perry has been teaching us since 2004. Yeah. Stop trying to get the nigga in the house. You see what happened to the nigga in the house in the first Madea movie? You see how he was in a wheelchair, fucked up. And he left her for that one girl who left him. Yeah. Was she Spanish? Yeah, something like that. Something mixed. She was something exotic. She wasn't something mixed. She wasn't black. She wasn't black. She was black. And then, Shamar Moore, was Shamar Moore in that first one? Shamar Moore sure came in with that lace front, that lace front cornrows. He sure, I mean, and he was a waiter, a coffee shop worker. Was a mover. I think he was a mover. Oh, a mover. I mean, like all his, remember Blair Underwood was beating the dog shit out of the one daughter in the reunion. Yeah. And then her sister ended up with the bus driver. So, listen, everything is a Tyler Perry movie. Leave these no good niggas. So if you ain't learned shit from this episode, this is what you should have learned. It's been what Tyler Perry has been teaching y'all black asses the whole time. You leave that nigga with the white collar who gonna leave you for that non-black girl. Yep. And you go get you a good man. A good man, Savannah, a blue collar. Blue collar. That is what Tyler Perry has been teaching us the whole time. A good, hard-working man. Girl, I'm telling y'all. That's gonna come home. And listen, y'all watch that one movie with Johnny Smollett, Eve, Adam, whatever. You remember the one with Johnny Smollett and she was with the nigga? She had a good blue collar man at first, but then, he was like a pharmacist, but essentially the same shit. Mm-hmm. But she left him for like the big time guy. And he gave her AIDS. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was the name of that Tyler Perry movie? That's the one with Kim Kardashian in it. Yeah, sure did. And Brandy. And Lance. And then I didn't understand how her AIDS really aged her. It was really. That's fucked up. That was my only problem with that. Well, I had a lot of problems with that movie. He flipped the script on that. No, but that main problem was she aged like 30 years behind AIDS. And I was just like, wow, that's not how AIDS do people. You were fucking lying to me. Well, he had, 90 minutes to get the point across? But he aged her 40 years. How everybody else got AIDS and they look fine. And then she come in, like, in a wheelchair, basically, at the end of the movie. It's like, girl, what? That always... Never mind.
But every
Hey.
Tyler Perry movie has taught us the same thing.
That's facts.
The one with Taraji P. Henson, she ends up with the nigga who was working at the YMCA. You remember that? When I could do bad by myself. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't learned anything,
Come on, people. He's trying to help y'all, but y'all stay warning the niggas that's gonna do you bad.
And all Tyler Perry said was, "Leave y'all niggas for the blue collar worker." Daddy's little girl, Gabrielle Union, got with Idris Elba, and he was like a car service man or something.
A good man.
He was a good man, blue collar. So essentially. So now I get it. A good man Savannah actually means blue collar. Wow, this podcast teaches me so much. Every week in this podcast, I learn something new about life, and that is what I'm taking. That's what I choose to take.
Yes, I'm telling you, get you a good. Wait for that good man. He
UPS?
gonna end up with stock at UPS.
Tyler Perry. Well, guys, this has been great. I'm Natoya Ebony. You can find me on all social media. Recovering Party Girls Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Party Girls Pod on Twitter. Send your letters to Recovering Party Girls Letters. We got some exciting shit for y'all, but we gotta wait till it's more concrete. So,
yes, it's coming. Folks.
It's coming. 2019,
we about to be on y'all neck, hoes.
I'm not taking my foot off.
I'm not taking my foot off. I'm Miss Cool in the City, Miss Cool _ the letter in the city.
And I posted it. She was on a podcast last week.
Yes. What they talking about? What they talking about?
She was on there last week, so check out her episode. I posted it on Recovering Party Girls IG page. She tells me nothing, so I literally found out on the internet. Like,
My bad.
We technically act like we don't know each other after we tape.
But actually, though, because I forgot about it, and then they asked me last minute. So shout
out to them. I posted their stuff on our page. So
Donnie Houston, Devo, Lean, Peas.
So check her out on that. Any final words?
Guys, get y'all a good man. And stop fucking with these niggas like that.
Be open. Be
open-minded. And
he might look like Michael. Robin ended with Michael based on the second book. He
might have a belly. He might be a little bit shorter than you.
He might work at a factory. And I'm saying this for y'all. Mind y'all, I'm not taking this advice. But this is for you bitches. This ain't. But he might work at a factory.
But he gonna come home and cook you a good meal.
The Water Boys always used to be fine in the 90s TV. You remember every 90s television, like when they had offices, there was always a fine ass water boy. That might be the nigga for you.
Hey, you know.
Boris Culture technically was the UPS man in what's the name of that shit? Soul Food. He used to deliver his stuff to Terry, and look how that ended out.
And real life.
And in real life.
They together.
Real life. Granted it was a show, but we just like to say he started off as a UPS worker.
We're just trying to keep
we trying to keep this cohesive. We trying to keep y'all up. We trying to make y'all think that it's men out there for y'all. But honestly, be open. Be open.
And not every black woman is a hypocritical black bitch.
We ain't never gonna let that go. You hypocritical black bitches. Everyone is not one, and every black man ain't trash.
Ain't shit. I mean, well, some of them are shit, but not all of them. All of them. There's some good guys out there, and yes, the good guys will always win.
And they probably are gonna win last.
And y'all just gonna have to deal with this.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean they are, because bitches gonna try dope boy magic first. I wanted to date Silk the Shocker when I was in middle school. I was looking for that nigga.
Let us date the dope boys.
Silk the Shocker, I was on your neck when I was in middle school.
But we'll soon come to our senses.
On your neck.
And
Murphy Lee, I was on your neck.
We will come around. Give us some time.
Give us some time. Sometimes you just gotta go.
We gotta go through our phases.
From Tupac to Will Smith. It's just life.
You give us some time.
But you guys have a great week.
Goodbye.